here? Can we just hear it one more time for CC and for BC Climate Justice for setting all this up, all the other groups that have been involved. This is a fantastic event, and thank all you guys for coming out here. I think I speak for all of us when I say it's really encouraging to see this. I'm here with the College Democrats of Boston College. And thank you. Like everyone's been saying, we're here because we love Boston College. And specifically for me, I love Boston College as a Jesuit institution. I'm not Catholic myself, but I love the values of a Jesuit education and the Catholic ideals that BC aspires to. But what I've learned while I've been at Boston College is that BC's not a Jesuit institution all the time. And the way that I know this is that when somebody wants to hand out condoms or talk to students about safe sex, they say, no, we're a Jesuit institution, you can't do that. But when somebody wants to talk about climate change, when somebody wants to talk about the oil companies that are plundering the future of this planet, BC is nowhere to be found with their Catholic values. When somebody wants to host an event, when someone wants to talk about marriage equality, or have an open conversation about women's reproductive health, we hear about Catholic values. BC talks about its Jesuit identity. But when young black men are killed by cops across the country, and when black and brown communities are harassed by police all over the country and all over this campus on a daily basis, BC doesn't say shit. And the thing is, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, right? Because being a Catholic school, it just means we do things differently than other schools. Maybe for other schools, it's good enough to be worried about their endowment and cultivating a brand. But we have a different mission, right? And that mission has to do with following that first century oppressed, crucified, marginalized Palestinian Jewish man named Jesus of Nazareth. And what that means is actually pretty simple. Not for all of us individually, because not everybody's Catholic. But as an institution, it means we have to look to the example of those who follow Jesus and see how we're doing. And it's pretty easy to see what we're supposed to do. Jesus was pretty clear. He says in Matthew chapter 25 that I'm going to come back and divide everybody to the left and to the right. And to the people on my right, I'm going to say, you are blessed. Because when you saw me hungry, you fed me. When you saw me naked, you clothed me. When I was in prison, you came and visited me. And they're going to say, Jesus, we don't remember doing that. When did that happen? We haven't seen you. And I'm going to say, whatever you've done for the least among you, whatever you've done for the marginalized and the oppressed, or whatever you've not done for them, this is what you've done for me. So there's only one question. There's only one question that a Jesuit institution needs to ask itself to figure out how we're doing. And that question is, if Jesus were crucified today, would we be with his followers or would we be with his oppressors, the Romans? But the thing is, that's not an abstract question, right? Because Jesus is being crucified today on the streets of America where black children are killed by police. Jesus is being crucified. On the streets of Ramallah, where students can't get to their universities because they're Palestinian, Jesus is being crucified. Across the world, where global oil companies are making billions of dollars off the plundering of this planet and our future, Jesus is being crucified. And we all know where BC stands on that. We've seen BC on the wrong side of too many issues recently, and being a Jesuit institution means we have to be on the right side, the side of the oppressed, whether they're on our campus or whether they're in Ferguson or in Palestine, wherever they are. But here's the thing, is that it's not just about BC's administration. It has to start with us. We have to be the followers of Jesus as well, not in a religious sense, but here's the thing about Jesus, that he doesn't, when people disagree with him, he doesn't say, well, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, I hope we can work it out. He walks into the temple and flips the fucking table over. Jesus makes it happen. He shuts it down. He says, you may not agree with me, but you're going to have to hear me. And that's what we have to do. You know, I'm encouraged to see this happening today, but this has to be the beginning. It can't be the end. We have to say to Father Leahy and the administration that maybe you won't end up changing, but it's not going to be because we didn't try. So I thank you guys for coming out today, but we got to show up. Not just today, but every day. And after we graduate, we got to make sure that other people will show up for us to make sure that this administration gets held accountable. And so I thank you guys for coming, and I hope that this is the beginning of a new moment on our campus, and I'm encouraged that if we're together, if we're unified, then it will be.
It's just so beautiful to see all